Everyone, in this video we're going to be going over the top 5 picked heroes in the Honor of Kings Pro League that's taking place right now, which is Honor of Kings Major West. And I've been casting this tournament. I've been having a lot of fun watching it myself and also participating as a caster, so that the people that have been watching the tournament know that I've been kind of involved. And there has been a lot of great picks coming out from the pro players, but today I'm going to be going over the most picked and banned heroes and why they are mostly picked and banned, and how you can actually utilize these heroes in your own ranked matches, because the pro players, they have a reason for using these heroes, and we're going to be going over those reasons and show you guys what there are such great picks in this video. So let's begin. For farm lane here, we're going to have Arley. Arley being one of the most and the highest skilled, marksman heroes in the game at the time. She has a lot of mobility, is able to move around the map freely, having the passive falling leaves where she's able to auto attack a target 3 times, doing explosive damage, and also the second skill, Maple Dance, which allows her to pretty much knock down any nearby projectiles, opens up a lot as a marksman. So whenever you're getting dive, you're going to be able to use the second skill. You're going to be able to relocate to pretty much to the umbrella you have on whichever skill you use. You have a lot of mobility, allows you to kind of engage and maneuver a lot of targets. As you guys can see in this video I'm showing you guys right now, one of the best players on the OG side here was able to kind of negate a 3v1 dive literally just using Arley. So Arley, super strong, a very nice hero to have. You're not able to kind of lock her down unless you pick certain heroes such as like Liang or Dong Huang, so you're gonna have to dedicate a certain heroes to literally just counter Arley. So that's why it's most likely to see pro players to first pick Arley, or actually just ban it initially so the enemy team doesn't get it. But yeah, Arley, one of the hardest ceilings, one of the hardest heroes to play, and one of the best. Definitely still hasn't gotten too many nerfs, and we might be looking at some kind of nerf coming up in the future. But yeah, there's a lot of counters. Just in pro play you're really not able to do much against Arley, since these pro players have a lot of hours on the game and they're really good at using Arley. So yeah, really high impactful, and I really suggest you guys to kind of pick up Arley if you want to win more of your rank matches. The next most picked and banned hero in the tournament is going to be Auggrren. Auggrren has a lot of mobility, has a lot of lifesteal, has a lot of execution damage that is pretty massive, especially in 5v5. You can still run this guy kind of hybrid now. You could go kind of like semi damage and semi tanky and still do a lot of damage. You have the Path of Passing, which is the first skill that you're able to kind of go over the walls, and then at the end of it, whenever you get the enhanced auto attacks, you're going to be able to execute targets. You have the Conductor of Souls, which is your ultimate. You're able to kind of hit a lot of targets, get a bunch of life back, and also get again your execution up, so you're going to be able to execute targets whenever they're low, dealing a bunch of true damage. So yeah, Auggrren has a lot of sustain. You're able to move through the map freely. Using the second skill, you're able to kind of slow down targets and also get a bunch of life steals. So in pro play especially, you're able to constantly invade, constantly put down a lot of pressure. That's why Auggrren is one of the highly contested heroes in pro play. Also in rank, you see Auggrren get banned out a lot, because whenever you go against duos or trios that know how to play around the Auggrren will be a menace, as pretty much just invade your jungle and even end the games in around 6 to 7 minutes, just because if he gets a couple of kills early on, he's going to be able to get his items. Once he gets like Eye of Phoenix, it's going to be very hard to kind of take him down. So yeah, Auggrren definitely a great jungle pick, and I would say even in solo queue, this hero is very strong as well, if you know how to properly play around your team and kind of execute the combos you have. The next hero here is going to be Mai Shiranui. Mai Shiranui, one of the best mobility-wise heroes in the game. Every single ability she has involves some sort of movement and has a lot of CC. Pretty much every single skill has CC. So she's been mostly banned. She only got through around, I believe, 3 to 4 games right now during the first week of the tournaments. But yeah, she has a bunch of mobility, has a bunch of damage, a bunch of CC, which is quite disruptive in a 5v5 scenario. And just imagining it in a solo queue, you're able to do all of that literally in a solo queue game too, making Mai one of the most contested and picked heroes again in the pro league. Definitely a hero to kind of try to pick up whenever you guys are playing solo. She has a lot of mobility and she's able to pick off any target, especially in ranked matches when a lot of people are kind of seen not having a lot of teamwork. So if you are able to kind of learn the full combo that Mai has, you're going to be able to have a bunch of impact and win a lot more ranked matches, since Mai is a very strong hero, hasn't been kind of nerfed recently as well. I think she actually got couple of buffs under her belt in the past few patches. So yeah, Mai definitely really strong. That's why it's being banned out. Again, same as Arley, it's quite banned out or picked early on whenever Mai is left open in the pro tournaments. And it's kind of like the same case whenever you play in the peak tournament, which is the solo queue mode in Honor of Kings. Don't really see it get banned out whenever you play regular ranks, because people are really not good at using Mai. But whenever you get to the higher elos, Mai is gonna be there. Mai is gonna show up, do a bunch of damage, be able to invade and just put a lot of pressure as an assassin mid laner, which is super strong. For our next heroes here, we have Dharma, and also I would say Byron. I would say Byron is kind of on the same spot as Dharma. They have both a lot of CC, a lot of shield, a lot of lifesteal, which gives them kind of like the priority right now in the pro scene. Whenever you play Byron or Dharma, you kind of try to play for invades and kind of like the camping playstyle, and it's been working pretty well in the pro scene. I think again these heroes are really great also in solo queue. Dharma maybe not as much because he kind of relies on the team follow-up and the setups, but if you're like a really good Dharma player and you do go full damage instead of kind of like going the hybrid build that somewhat of is kind of like seen in the pro tournaments, but I believe they still do go full physical damage build on Dharma even on pro play. But yeah, there's certain times you go kind of hybrid and it doesn't really work out. You're gonna need teams to follow up. But yeah, if you do go full damage, Byron and Dharma, they do have a lot of impact, they do have a lot of CC, and in pro play, the reason they're picked usually is because the CC they have, you're able to kind of clear the wave really fast and just go invade, go annoy the enemy's red buff, go annoy their blue buff, and just, hold down the towers. If they're trying to dive you, you're gonna have so much CC, you're gonna have so much shield, so much healing that you can protect yourself under the tower. And even then, Byron got a buff recently as well, so that puts him at a great spot as well. So definitely I would recommend you guys to pick up Byron in the clash lane if you guys really want to have a high impact in solo queue or even duo or trio. But if you guys are in 5-man and you're playing 5-man with your friends and you want to be the person setting up, having some cool plays, the flash ultimates with Dharma, and just dish out a bunch of damage and survive ganks, Dharma is going to be your pick. He's one of the most annoying heroes, and you should definitely prioritize playing him over other heroes if you have the chance. If you don't feel comfortable with Dharma, you don't know how to get around his combos, his abilities, definitely try to use Byron. He's a very beginner friendly hero and has a bunch of impact in both like 5-man or solo queue or even like duo trio. So definitely pick up Byron. Has a lot of damage, got buff recently as well, so it's pretty cool too see that a beginner hero kind of like Byron is being played a lot in the official Honor of Kings tournaments. And for our last role and last hero here, we are going to have roaming, which is going to be Diodia. Diodia has been one of the heroes that is super strong in the roaming side of the game right now. Has a bunch of healing with the hard link, the first skill, and then she has a bunch of stuns. He has a lock-on stun with the second skill, the bitter farewell. You're able to kind of have two heroes on the enemy side kind of stunning each other, or you can just tap the second skill twice and just lock onto someone, locking them down. And this combo is actually playing, Diodia is being played with a combo with Angela. So pretty much what Angela does is, follow up as soon as Diodia is able to lock down the second skill. And then you have the ultimate Destined Encounter, which will give you a bunch of healing and a bunch of stun in the path. And not to mention the passive, which you have the Melodic Swing that gives you the ability to kind of go over walls. And then you also, earn gold and reduce enemies' gold. So yeah, Diodia is one of the most strongest picks. Obviously, the gold reduction or gaining gold doesn't kind of have a big impact in a 5v5 because a lot of fights kind of go down as a team. But Diodia is definitely very strong if you know how to play it in a solo queue, duo, or even trio scenario. Especially in duo, I would say you're able to kind of bully out the enemy, probably duo laners, or even just roam around the map, be able to kind of use the Melodic Swing, go over walls, and just have a bunch of ambush. So Diodia very strong right now, and I would really suggest you guys as a roam player to kind of pick her up because she does have a lot of impact. But that's pretty much it. Just going over everything just one more time. So for farms lane or the marksman lane, we have Arley, who is super strong, has a lot of mobility, he's able to dodge a bunch of projectiles with her second skill. And then we have Auggrren for jungle here. Auggrren has a lot of lifesteal, a lot of mobility, being able to survive with the hybrid or the tank build is very massive. And then you have Mai for the mid lane. Mai Shurnoi has again a lot of mobility, a lot of damage, a lot of CC, which makes her one of the most banned heroes in the pro tournament right now because it's super annoying to go against. And then for the clash lane, we have Dharma and Byron. Again, a lot of CC, a lot of healing, a lot of shield, a lot of, you know, just chance to ambush and kind of open up the map for your team, being able to be annoying, to just lock down a target and kill them instantly with your full combo. Both Byron and Dharma are super strong. And then for the roaming or the support role, we have Diodia, super strong, has a lot of healing, a lot of, you know, literally point and click CC, and a lot of mobility that she's able to kind of, you know, go around the map and just knock down targets with the help of, you know, certain combos such as Angela, Princess Frost, or even other mages like Gan and Mo, and you can just lock down targets and have those mages follow up, deal a bunch of damage. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to follow the pro scene if you guys are interested. I'm going to be casting again on the 26th and the 27th on next Saturday and Sunday. So if you guys want to come by and say hi, make sure to do so. HONOROFKINGS Major West League again is the tournament that I'm covering, and there is a lot of good pro players that you guys can follow and also learn from. And you know, I'm casting, I'm gonna be breaking down a bunch of the plays and make sure you guys understand what is going on. So make sure to come around and, you know, say hi. I will be doing a bunch of contests on my community tab as well, so if you guys are interested into kind of getting into the pro scene and also, you know, betting a little bit, see what teams you guys want to support and who you think is going to win, make sure to join the community post and bet on some of these matchups that I'm gonna post, and then you might have a chance to kind of win some skins and some in-game items. So definitely make sure to check it out and make sure to stay tuned. So follow my channels and make sure to also follow HONOROFKINGS Global Esports if you guys want to see when the next streams and the pro league are gonna be coming up. But yeah, much love everybody, thank you all for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and you can use this information, you know, to kind of make your ranked games a little bit easier, knowing what the top most picked and banned heroes are right now. Definitely these heroes are a lot stronger in a 5v5 scenario when you are in a team, but these heroes alone by themselves are very strong as well. I think the only hero that I would say maybe doesn't really work out in solo kill could be Dharma if you are not good with Dharma. But yeah, Dharma again, one of the best heroes in 5v5, and if not, if you don't want to play Dharma and you don't think it works out in solo queue for you after trying it out, just try going Byron. Byron has a lot of damage, a lot of impact as well. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Comment down below, let me know how your games go and what you guys think about these top picks, you know, picked and banned heroes. Do you guys think that this is logical what pro players are doing, or do you have a different opinion? Much love everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.